I'm from Hampshire, and they're like, Yeah. And then I go, I swear Downton Abbey was filmed, and they're like, oh my gosh. Hi, we're Joel and Lia.
And this video is 25 questions that Americans should really stop asking British people.
Now, this was an article that was on our secret Joel and Lia fan group.
Basically, it's just a Facebook.
I was going to say fan page, but it's not a page. It's a group. Someone posted it on the group and said that they thought of the Legends group when they read this. So I thought we'd make it into a video.
Yeah, so we're just going to read them out, discuss.
Yeah.
Cheers, I'm having a cup of tea to keep us awake tonight.
Your royal wedding mug.
My royal wedding mug.
You just dipped your hair in that. Well done.
It's fine. It will get a wash tomorrow.
Washed in Earl Grey.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Someone should release like Earl Grey shampoo. I'd buy it.
Wow. Well, maybe we should do that. First question. We've mentioned this before. Is when Americans go, have you met the Queen? Do you know the Queen?
Yeah. I'm getting it less and less.
Yeah.
But people still do it. Like
or
when you're on holiday.
Have you met Kate Middleton?
Do you know what? I have a loose connection to her mother.
Why?
Okay, well, it's not me. A friend works with, what's her name? Mrs. Middleton.
No idea.
Mrs. Middleton.
She's like the least important Middleton.
She does like party entertainment planning.
Mother Middleton.
Mother Middleton.
Mother Middleton.
Yeah, so it's just a friend that works with Carol. Carol, yeah.
You're one away from Carol.
Am I two away? Because she's one away. She is connected too. I'm one away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. She's like, oh, sorry, Carol's calling me.
Yeah. All right. The second question linked on from that is, have you ever been to Buckingham Palace, but for like tea?
No.
I think people tend to think that maybe Buckingham Palace is open for you to go and just sit with the Queen and drink tea.
Yeah.
It's not.
Just coming to check on how Harry's doing.
Yeah.
Just popping by, guys.
I mean, I've had a champagne tour of Buckingham Palace, but there was no royalty involved.
It was so good.
Yeah, we had a tour of the palace,
like?
and then we met in like the garden room or something, and then we got given champagne and we could walk around the garden outside.
Lovely.
It was very nice, but
big group.
Fairly, maybe like 20 of us or something.
Yeah.
But again, that's just something that you can pay for. That one is quite an expensive one. We did it ages ago. I can't remember what. It must have been someone's birthday or something. But you can pay to do that, but you don't get to meet anyone, and you don't get a tour of the whole palace. You just get a tour of the public bits, but you don't get to see the private quarters.
I've done the public bits, but we just got given a headset. It was the cheap tour.
Yeah.
It actually wasn't that cheap. And then you get a gift shop at the end, and you want everything in there.
I know, so good.
I know.
But yeah, we've never had tea at Buckingham Palace.
I'd love to. I bet their tea would be perfect. None of this tea bag business. Obviously all loose leaf. Yeah. Basically like having tea at the Ritz.
Yeah.
Amazing. The next question is, do you all still hate Camilla Parker Bowles? And the answer is no.
No.
Don't. It's such an older generation thing to be like, oh, Camilla, the villain.
Yeah. She's lovely. I've met Camilla.
Have you?
She is lovely. Yeah. When in my old job, where I used to be a fire marshal at events, there was one event that was a music society that it was a dress rehearsal, and Camilla Parker Bowles came and watched, and she's so lovely. She's so great with kids. She's so sweet, and just the way the media like can portray her in the tabloids, and like especially after the whole Diana thing as like the wicked witch, it's just not true. She's so lovely.
Yeah, they can paint a picture of anyone, can't they, and make us believe what they want us to believe, so they can sell more papers, make more money. Yeah. No, she's obviously a total babe.
She is.
That's confirmation.
She's
right
great.
here.
Confirmation
from
me.
Joel Wood
himself. Next question, is kind of linked on from what we've saying about tea. Just the question, do you like tea? Because I think everyone assumes every Brit likes tea, which is our own fault. Because
got one here who doesn't.
I don't like tea. I'll drink fruit tea, but I won't drink like classic Earl Grey tea, English breakfast tea, builder's tea.
Love it.
The classic tea.
I love it.
I don't drink that.
My tip is try your tea with a bit of oat milk. So I've got Oatly in it at the moment. I know for the loyals, the legends, everyone already knows that. That's how I like my tea. I love it. It's so oaty and like.
But do you know what's really funny? Is
no sugar.
We don't drink iced tea in this country, but in America, if you ask for tea, I feel like most of the time they assume iced tea.
Yeah, or they ask me like hot or cold,
and you're like,
and I'm like,
well, hot, obviously.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd have said iced.
But I once met someone who works for Lipton iced tea, not a spawn. And he said the UK is like one of the lowest markets for iced tea. They're really trying to break into the UK market. And apparently America and France, I think, was the highest
for iced tea.
But Brits just don't like iced tea.
We're just not bothered by it.
No.
We're like, it's just, and you can't try and make us.
Yeah, no.
Not bothered.
Because we'll just spit it back in your face.
Yeah, iced tea. Okay, the next one is, are you still mad about the whole War of Independence?
Brits don't even know what the War of Independence is.
I don't know what that is.
I know what it is, only because of viewers commenting, is the whole thing when Britain used to run America and then there was that Independence War or something, and now that America obviously run themselves. We don't get taught about that.
And do they have Independence Day, which is on the, what is it? 4th of July? What is it? 4th of July? No.
I don't know.
Could be one of those.
One of those celebrations.
Independence
But we
Day.
just don't
get taught any of that.
Loads of American commenters always talk about that, being like, oh, I wonder, and ask us, like, can you do a video on that to, like, tell us what you're taught in the UK, but we're not taught about that.
No.
They don't really ever teach us in schools about that. We learn about Europe and the World War One, World War Two. We don't get taught about.
It's not in our curriculum.
No, I didn't even know the British ruled America. Like I didn't.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
They don't bother telling us.
No.
I think one thing I did learn about America was the name of like loads of presidents in order.
Yeah.
I remember making up a little Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon,
really?
Ford. Yeah, to try and remember it for my exam, but that's it. I can't remember anything about these guys.
No, I didn't. The only thing I learned about America was civil rights movement.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I learned in history.
I think everyone gets taught that as well.
But that's the only real thing about America that we get taught.
Yeah, that's it, guys.
Yeah. Or the question, is it nice to get away from all that rain? Yeah, because, I mean, it's raining right now. You can probably hear it.
It's so rainy. We love just sitting in silence, listening
so
to the
cozy.
rain. It's really nice. And if it was even heavier, it'd be perfect, wouldn't it? I was on the phone earlier and my dad was like, this is just the perfect time of year to just get on a flight somewhere, isn't it? And I was like, yeah,
get away from it
Get
all.
away from it all. Yeah.
The next question is, why do you guys spell everything wrong? Because we insert the U in words. Colour.
I always think ours is the correct way.
I think ours is the correct way. Colour without the U looks weird. It looks like color.
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 What color?
What color?
What other words do we do incorrectly?
Nothing. Everything correct. I don't know. Just inserting the U in things. Oh, with like Z-E. So like realise we say with an S, whereas they do realise with a Z or Z.
Yeah, to be fair, realise they've got it right because we literally say the words realise.
Yeah, but the reason it turns into a Z is because we've got the E on the end.
Yeah,
realise.
That's why. I know.
If we didn't have the E, then because that would be realise.
Realise.
I don't know. I think no one's correct and no one's incorrect. Okay, it's just a cultural difference.
We're just different.
We're just different, guys, which is rich coming from us. Just different.
We're just different. I'm trying to think of some other words that trigger me that are American spelling.
Can I just say a different pronunciation that really triggers me?
Go on,
I'm really sorry, guys.
Go on then.
Is the word route for route.
Awful. Yeah.
I can't stand it.
Yeah, when my brother plays his rap music in the car, I'm like, this is nothing to... I just didn't know if it was to do with rap music, but when it's like, we'll take the scenic route, and I'm like, wait,
what?
I'm like, play that bit again. Scenic route. We'll take the scenic... I thought it was talking about some sort of... I didn't know he said scenic route. Like, I'll drive you the scenic route.
Yeah.
Route.
And in America, when we're using sat-nav, and it's like, rerouting, and you're like... That's not a word.
It's rerouting.
It's rerouting.
It's
how many of you guys say route and how many of you guys say route? Does route sound weird to you guys?
Route.
Well, it must do because they're used to saying route.
Yeah, also, try and forget what route means and just say route.
Route.
It's so weird.
It is weird.
It's weird.
Also, in Australia, route means something very, very rude. So,
So you're trying to tell me we've been saying that 4 or 5 times?
I know. If you're like, oh, did he root you?
Did you learn that from Neighbours?
I know. I learned it from Summer Heights High, where Jermaine was like,
oh yeah.
When she wanted her mum to pick her up, she was like, are you joking? I'm going to get like rooted by some guy in like a dark alleyway or something.
That's amazing.
So it's a very rude word, but that's Aussies for you.
But that is actually a really hilarious term.
Yeah.
Can we start using that?
Yeah. Root. Yeah.
That's so gross.
Okay, so this transaction of...
Okay.
Where are you from? The UK. Okay, but where specifically mentions a place like Cambridge.
Cambridge.
I only know London. Is that nearby?
It's about an hour and a half from London, and then you just say how far you are from London. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that whole question.
Classic.
Do you guys know, on the whole, like, anything other than London? No, this is a serious question, though.
Yeah,
like, do you know other city names other than London?
I think a few of them do. Like, I would say, like, I live in London, but I was born in Warwickshire. Yeah, Shakespeare's County. Like, do you know, near, like, Stratford-upon-Avon?
Yeah, but then they just go, oh, yeah, meaning they know who Shakespeare is, but they don't
Yeah, they know
where
who
it
Shakespeare is, but they might not know that he's from Warwickshire.
See, I do the same with, I'm from Hampshire, and they're like,
Yeah.
And then I go, it's where Downton Abbey was filmed, and they're like, oh my gosh.
Stop.
Even though it's set in Yorkshire, I think, but the Highclere Castle, which is Downton Abbey, is filmed in Hampshire.
But how far from London?
Yeah. And we don't care about that, but Northerners, particularly Northern English people, would get very annoyed because there's that stereotype that everything revolves around London, like,
and they're just like, great, another
London. Why can't it be a northern city like Manchester or Leeds or like Newcastle?
They're like, I'm from Manchester, and you're like, and then someone's like, how far from London? And they're like, literally like 4 hours on the train. I don't go to London.
Yeah.
Like, we've been here a long time.
Now I just say London. I say I'm a Londoner now. My parents are like,
well, you are.
Yeah.
You are a Londoner. This is your city.
Yeah, this is my home.
Joel knows like every street in London.
Oh, literally, I've walked down every inch of this country.
If this job doesn't
city.
work out, like,
walking tour.
Cabbie,
walking tour. Any of those.
Probably walking tour is more your vibe.
Street cleaner. I could do it. I know the streets.
Someone's like, go to that street, you're like, I'm on it, I'm there. You'd be a great, I was going to say detective.
Thanks.
Actually, detective.
Sherlock Holmes.
But the one that can only walk.
Yeah, just walking.
Yeah, with a dog.
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock
Holmes. Joel Wood. Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes.
Hello, I'm Sherlock Holmes. I'm here to walk and solve crimes and figure out where people live.
Yeah.
Okay, next question is, can you do an American accent for me right now, right here? Can you say this? Just say a sentence like, I love tomatoes. Just say it in American or something.
Yeah.
Or say water.
Say water. Yeah, we've said this one before. Say water.
Say it again.
Americans love us to, like, we get so many comments being like, guys, you need to do a video where you try our accent. And we will do it.
Just do the whole video in American.
Yeah, we will.
I'll get so much hate, I can't wait.
We'll try. We will do it. But why do you guys want to hear us do an American accent?
Do you know, I was about to nearly do like a carrots moment where I just start saying stuff again. Carrots. Yeah, we should film a whole video in American.
Yeah, oh my gosh, it'll be so hard. We
should film a whole video in American slating British people.
Yeah.
And then it might go viral.
Yeah, and they'll think that we're actually being mean about British people, and then we'll be like, psych, we're actually British.
Psych. Gotcha.
Brits are so stupid.
We expect someone like pushed me onto a tube. Yeah, I'll make so many mistakes. We'll have to keep filming.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'd be great.
We should do that.
Yeah, we'll do it.
That's on the list.
Fine. We'll do it.
American couples slate Brits.
Yeah. Not slate, because maybe they don't have that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Crocheted trash.
Trash Brits.
Crocheted trash. Okay, you guys are the first to know about it.
The fake American English prank.
That's coming.
Mm-hmm. And the last one that you guys ask, according to this article, is, wait, are you Australian?
I've never had that.
Really?
No.
Wait, I think I've had it once before, but it's a well-known thing, I think, in my head that Americans tend to get Australians or British confused, which is kind of fine because Australians came from the UK anyway.
Yeah.
Well, kind of Americans came from the UK.
You all did.
Hang on. Itchy nose.
Itchy Mitchy.
Itchy Mitchy. Itchy Mitchy. Why the
did that come from?
Itchy Mitchy. So late, guys.
I know.
Itchy Mitchy. But anyway, Australian. We love the Australian accent. It's probably the accent we do the most.
Literally, our our
good.
friend who makes our merch, Josh, is Australian, and we love taking the piss out of him.
Yeah, it's so good.
So good.
Hi, my name's Josh.
And I love my sewing machine.
Embroidering clothes, hats, everything.
Don't get triggered. Sorry, Josh. He doesn't watch our videos, so it's fine.
He watches the live streams, but
that's it.
But yeah, Australian accents are similar to the London Cockney accents because that's where loads of the Australians came from. So when Australia, you guys probably already know, we sent all of our criminals from the UK to Australia. That's how kind of Australian, apart from the native Aborigine Australians, that's how Australians started.
We're like, send them that way.
Send them that way.
Prison.
So the accent is kind of similar because I think the majority of them were like
East London
Cockneys.
Isn't that
so
amazing how
I was going to do my dissertation on the similarities between the Cockney accent and Australian accent. So they do sound quite similar, so I get why they'll get confused.
That would have been a really cool thing.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
Get in the car over there. And then they'd be like, hello, mate. Get in the car over there. It's quite similar.
Isn't it? It's not that far apart.
No, there you are. That was it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click subscribe and the notification bell. We post videos thrice weekly.
I very nearly because that nearly flung and then the bone shiner. Thank you for watching. Do all the things that Joel said. If you're interested in our merch, the link's in the description. Yeah. No pressure.
Yeah.
And we will see you again next time.
See you again next time. And please, before you leave a comment criticising my choice of cap wear.
He likes it.
I like it. I don't care if it's your rival team. I don't care if New York Yankees suck.
And I support him.
Yeah, thank you.
If he wants to wear it, he can wear it.
Yeah. He can do what he likes. Itchy Mitchy. Right. See you later, guys.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.